Hello, can you hear me? Great. Just 2 minutes, okay? We will start in 2 minutes. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Please tell me my screen is visible to you or not. Visible. Alright. So what I am going to show you today is what is JavaScript, how we can use it, and why we use it basically. Okay. So the very first thing you should know before learning JavaScript is the basics of HTML and the little bit of CSS. Okay. So HTML is what my screen is not visible. Is it visible now? Great. So what I am saying, before learning JavaScript, you should know the little bit of HTML. All right. So HTML is what is a hypertext markup language that you use in order to create the web pages, right? So this is the particular folder that I created for this tutorial. So let me create a very first file with the name first dot html. Okay, and over here I will type this is the VS Code. All right. So this is the basic thing and this is all the HTML. Okay. Now suppose I have a button like input type is equal to button, value is equal to show message, right? And that's it. So let us right click and open in default browser. If you don't have this particular plugin installed in your VS Code, what you can do is go over here and double click the file name or right click and open in default browser. Fine. So you can see this is my page. Now when I click over here, sorry, this is first.html. I open the other page and click on the button. Nothing is coming, right? So what I want is that when I click on this button, some code will execute. So what I can do by HTML is I can create the button by using the CSS. Okay. Suppose I apply a CSS by using style, background color to something say green, color to white. Background color will change the background color and color will change the font color. See, so by using the CSS I can do these things. Even I can set the height and width also. So after every property we need to give a semicolon in CSS. So color white, let us give it a height 100 pixels and width to 200 pixels, right? Every time whatever changes you will perform, you need to save the web page, Go to the browser, refresh it. You can see the height and width are increased. Now, even if right now I am clicking on the button, nothing is happening, right? So this is what we can do with HTML and CSS. Like we can just create the static things that will not work. This is a button, but this button will not work. Okay. So in order to give it some behavior so that it will do something, we need to use a programming language. Okay. So over here, in order to give some extra behavior to the HTML pages, I am going to use JavaScript. Alright. What is JavaScript? So JavaScript is a scripting language, very simple, by which you can give the behavior to your web page. Alright. Is this clear? Did you got it? What we can do by using HTML and CSS and what we can't do by it. What I want is when I click on this button, something should happen. But there is nothing happening right now. In order to do that, we are going to use JavaScript. So how we can apply the JavaScript? I will write it in my HTML page itself. So over here, I will give the script tag so that my browser will run that whatever is the code written inside the script tag is a JavaScript code. Very first thing, right? Now, second thing is like what I am saying, I will write some code over here and that particular code will work on the click event of this button. Means when I click on this button, that particular code will execute. So how we can do that? For that, I will create a function over here. Okay. And then I will call that function at this point. So over here, create a function with the name anything, say hi, and see. Function is a keyword over here which is used to create the functions. Second one is what the name of a function. You can give anything of your choice. Just the thing is you cannot give special characters. You can use the numbers that can be followed by the alphabet, like I can give hi 1 2 3. Okay, but 1 2 3 hi is not acceptable. Okay, so over here this is the function and this bracket specify that this is the function, and also we can add some parameters to it. Right now I'm not going on that one. So let us give some behavior or some code inside that function. So I will simply write alert. Alert is what? Like a pop-up box that will come on your web page. And over here I will write hello world, welcome to JavaScript. Fine. So over here, whenever you want to give anything like this, technically we called it string, means the collection of characters. So whenever you want to give something like this, we use double quotes. Okay. So and the alert will do what? It will come like a pop-up. Now you can see this code is at this place, but I want it to get execute on the click event of this button. Right now, if I open my page and even refresh and click on the button, nothing will happen. Why? Because these two doesn't have any connectivity in between them. So in order to use this function on this particular button, you are going to write that on click I want to call this function. So how you will call the function? The name of the function and the brackets. So save it. Let us go to the browser, refresh the page. So hello world, welcome to JavaScript. This particular box is what is the alert box, right? And whereas this is the text that is coming inside the alert box that you wrote over here. Okay. So this is the first thing. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment box. Any doubt? Okay. So let us process further. So similarly, you can create the multiple functions inside the script tag and use them on the multiple buttons or any other JS tag. Suppose I have a paragraph. This is demo paragraph. Okay. So over here, what I want that even one event we learn is the on click event. Second event I am going to use is on mouse over. What is the on mouse over? Means whenever the mouse will come on your tag or on your element. This is called the on mouse over event. Alright. So over here for that I can use this function also, and other than that we can create other functions. So say function h2 or f2, all right, brackets, and then alert mouse came on the paragraph, all right. And when I will, where I will call this particular function on the on mouse over event of the paragraph. So what is the name? F2. As I told you, you can use F2, but you cannot use 2. So this is the paragraph. When I put my mouse over here, you can see the message come, mouse came on the paragraph. Again, right? So this is what the JavaScript is. Now let us do one thing. Suppose I want to change the background color of the paragraph whenever the mouse will get over it. and again change its color when the mouse goes out of it, right? So for that, let us give it a id is equal to p1. Okay, because I want to use this element inside this function now, so we should use some attribute like id so that we can use this particular element in our JS, right? Over here, do one thing is we have document. Document denotes to your complete page. If you go in more detail, it is basically your DOM, that is your current web page. Okay. Dot. There is a method in build document dot get element by ID. Remember that JavaScript follows camel case, means G is small, E for element, B for by, and I for ID is capital. Okay. Over here in the brackets give the ID. What is the ID? P1 dot. What you want to change? Style dot. What I want to change? Background color. So I want to change the background color to red. Okay. Of which the element whose ID is P1, I want to change its background color to red. And when I am calling this function on the mouse over event. Let us see. See, it is changed. But now what will happen when I remove the mouse from the element? Again, it is not coming to its original, you can say, background color, right? So for that, our JS to work is like when I put mouse over the paragraph, it just change the background color of it, right? But I want that again it should change the background color when the mouse goes out of the paragraph. For that reason, what he will do is one is this one. Let us create one more function f3. Then same thing, document dot get element by ID. What is the ID? P1 dot style dot background color to white, right? And when I will call this particular function is on the on mouse out event, on mouse out, and on mouse out I will call F3. So on mouse over, the F2 will get called, and on mouse out F3 will get called. See, this is on mouse over, this is on mouse out, mouse over, mouse out. Okay. Similarly, you can change the other things also, like if you want to change the font color, you want to change the size, you can do all these things. So let us change the font color also. Same thing, document dot get element by ID p1 dot style dot color is equal to, I want to give it white, okay, or yellow, say, okay. And one more thing I want to do is what, to change its font size, means I want to increase its font size. So document dot get element by ID, again p1 dot style dot font size is equal to, suppose I want to give 50 pixels. And remember, I am changing these things in the F2. I am not changing this in F3. So once the F2 will change them, F3 can't change it again because there is no code for the same inside F3. So refresh the page, mouse over, you can see this is demo paragraph. Now when I remove the mouse from it, what will happen? You can see in the code only the background color will change to white. nothing else. Okay, so over here again, if I want to change the background color to black, this one, remove black, still the font size is same because I didn't change it. All right, so I hope this one is clear to you. Always remember, if you do any single mistake inside the things, it won't work, because at the end it is programming. Suppose I did any mistake in line number 15. Go to the page, refresh. Now, is it working? No, because it's error. How you can see the error? Quite right click, inspect console. You can see it is saying document dot this is not a function. So you need to be a little bit expert in order to learn these things. Let me remove this. Okay. So this is what the JavaScript is and how you can use it. And we can do many more things using JavaScript itself. Okay. We can change the image. We can give the animations. We can make the things look different or more attractive, or we can do the calculation. Even nowadays we can work with the database with the help of JS also. Okay, so I hope this one is clear to all of you. The next thing we will do in our next live session,